What's up, Hope? Can you hear me? You guys see and hear me okay? Gonna do a little bee talk. What's up, nailed it? Lost dude, mud pie girl, what's up? Can you guys hear me okay? What's up, Susan? Southern lady, you can hear me? Hey, hey, old ways. Cool. Green Gable. All right, we got people coming in now. How many people's it showing? We have one little problem here. I can't drink any of my sweet tea through this veil, so I'll be taking it off shortly. I just wanted to show it to you guys. Kind of goes with the theme. I need a big straw that goes up through here so I can drink my tea. It's actually kind of getting claustrophobic in here. What's up, Kansas country? Old way Steve, grit and gravy. Trying to catch everyone. 20? Okay. Let's see. Now we got 20 people in here. We can start this thing. Today I'm just kind of gonna kind of play it by ear. I'm gonna talk about bees and my experience having bees for the first time. And what's up, Tawana? And answer any of y'all's questions. I'm sure there's people that are going to be in here that know more about bees than I know. But I'm just going to give you guys my experience for a first-time beekeeper. What's up, Bob's Homestead? Southern Lady. What's up, John Lord? Jeremy Stewart. Mama thought you were wearing a dress and a fancy lady's hat. Now you got my wife laughing at me now. I got about a 20-second delay. All right, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna put my hat on and get my tea, and I'll be right back. It won't take but a second. All right, now we get this party started. I gotta scoot up so I can see the comments. I can't stay, honey, putting 10 because I gotta get some sleep. All right, Hope, thanks for swinging by. Yeah, guys, that actually brings up a good point. I might not do the full hour tonight because we actually started a challenge with a couple of our friends to see who could pull out the most weight in 30 days. So I got to do a lot of food prep tonight before I go to bed. So I'll talk to you guys for a while and answer any questions I can. And I'm going to get off here too. Okay. All right, guys. I just want to talk to you guys about bees. I wanted to get bees for a long time, but we lived in town and we can have them in town, but we didn't want to mess with it. We got, huh? Okay. We lived in town and we didn't want to mess with them while we were in town. A lot of people do, but we didn't want to. I think I have the hives. Tim, what's up, Tim? But then we moved out here on the homestead, and we decided, last year it was a good time for us to start getting bees. So we put our order in about this time last year, and then we got them in the spring. And what our guy, the guy that we got them from, he has a website. I can't remember the name of it. He's out Tulsa. But we put our order in. I found them on Craigslist. I think I paid, $160 for the hive, and that included 5 full frames of bees and the queen, of course. And what we did is we took our beehive up to his house with 5 empty frames, and took them up there, gave them to him, and then whenever it was time for us to go get our bees, he called us and we set up a time. and he didn't. He sold over 600 hives last year. Did splits. He's only been in for 5 years, and he started off with like 10 hives. Now he's up to over like 600, 700 hives. It's crazy. But see, what's up, Hidden Heights? Hidden Heights got bees for the first time too last year. But with Mike, so he called us. We went. Me and my uncle went, and my uncle bought 2 hives. I bought 2 hives. We went up there, and all I have is the veil jacket and my pants. And you see a lot of guys wear the full suit. I haven't got attacked or anything. I haven't had any issues with the bees getting up in my pants, so I just wear this, and it's been good for me for the first year. And excuse me. So we went up there and met him, and there. I don't know if you guys ever been to an apiary like that, but he has like, I think he had like 300 hives at that location. It was right at dusk, and the bees were coming in for the night. There was bees everywhere. Welcome, Jennifer Youngers. Thanks for stopping in. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch you guys as you come in and tell you hi. So we went up there, and is my first experience with bees. No one I've known has bees. Now, before we did go by the hives, we took a class, a local class. Me and my wife and my friend his wife took like an all-day class, which you learn quite a bit from the class. But from my experience, you learn a lot more once you get the bees. Because you can learn so much from books and reading about it and watching YouTube, but it's not until you actually get your bees and you got hands-on, for me, is where I really start to learn. So, I have my chicken on there. I can get off. Just one second. I got to take my chicken out of the oven. Okay. Let's see here. I'm scared of being stung. I would wear a whole suit. Yeah, nailed it. A lot of people do. It's not uncommon. Light clothing, bees don't get attacked. Made dark clothing like bears. That makes sense. Yeah, they told us about that, not wearing dark clothing. Jennifer Youngers, I agree. I'm scared of bees. Jennifer, hey, thanks for subbing. I'll get you back here in just a little bit. What's up, Renfield Farm? Yeah, John Lord, our bee guy actually told us that. And actually in the class that we took, they explained that to us too. But anyways, we took the class. It was all day class, and then the guy offered a hands-on class, and all you had to do is take him a case of. I got it right here. Take him a case. Here's some honey from our hive. Take him a piece of these. So we had to take 2 cases of these jars to his house, and he let us work his bees with them for like 3 or 4 hours, and it helps him out and it helps us out. And those jars were only like, I think, like $9, $8 at Walmart. So it wasn't bad. $20, and we got to go spend another 3 or 4 hours and getting some experience with him. And that helped more than the class, I think, because we took a lot of notes in class, but I forget stuff until I actually see it and do it. So that helped a lot. Getting to go to his house. Which species? Oh, crud! You would ask me that. Name some species off. I'll try to remember which ones they are. If you guys can, name a few off. Let's see. If you guys can hear my kids in there, they're going to bed and give my wife a fit. So I apologize for that. Close that door, Hadley. They didn't get naps today, and they're acting kind of crazy. Which species? Okay, I don't have YouTube channel. Okay, Jennifer, I appreciate the sub anyways, or I would sub back to that channel. You know, Storm, a battle that this suit's not that bad. It's actually pretty light. And I got it on sale on eBay. I got it for like what? Hey. Is she okay? No, she's banging on the wall. Okay, sorry guys, kind of got distracted. My kids are acting crazy tonight. But I got this on sale for like $40 on eBay. Is really good buy. I should have got 2 of them, but I didn't know at the time. Okay, do you have to winterize your hives like we do up in Michigan? You know, hard ways, you're probably supposed to, but I didn't do a whole lot of winterizing with ours. We sucked it down into one of them's got 2 boxes, 2 mediums, and 2 of them got the 2 boxes, and one's just the the short deep one deep. And the bee guy we bought that we went to the school and class for, he winterizes his by wrapping it in insulation. I don't know if that's what you guys do up in Michigan or not. Let me see if I can read some of this. If you smoke yourself with lemon balm, the bees love the lemonade mint smell and will allow you to be. That's cool, John Lord. You love. Yeah, I have the. Oh, I think I got the Italians, John Lord. I'm pretty sure we got the Italians. Thanks for posting that. There's so many of them. I'm pretty sure it's Italians. What's up, the bee lady, April? She's probably the bee expert in here. But I'm just gonna go over my first year experience, bee lady. So if I tell you guys something that I did that's not right, which I did a lot of stuff, just correct me. Okay, so we took the bee class, and that was all good and fine, and we learned a lot of stuff. And then we got our first bees. Went up there to his apiary. He had about 200 or 300 hives up there, and a bunch of people coming. We're actually got the first in line. So we go in there, and he said, "Put your suit on." So I put my suit on, and there's thousands of bees just coming in there. It was the craziest thing, and all my uncle had was a veil over his head, and he didn't have the full jacket yet, so he was a little bit worried. No one got stung. We picked him up. He duct taped the front for us, strapped it down, put it in the truck, brought it home, put it outside. Took the duct tape off, and that's all we did. Dutch, is that your pond? Dutch, is that your pond I seen in the video? Bob Holmes said no. My uncle has some land right next to me, and it's actually his pond, but it's only like 300 yards from my house. But I'll give you guys some advice for if you're thinking about getting bees and you're not real sure, but you want to get them. My advice to you is get them, because they're relatively easy to do, I think, until you start getting more. But 1 or 2 hives for us, we had 4 altogether with me and my uncle working it. So 4 hives is really pretty easy. We went out there and checked them quite often at first, and what I come to find out is the longer you have them, the more I was more able to put off looking at them, and that cost us in the long run. Instead of looking at them once a week or once every 2 weeks, I waited 3 weeks one time, and I looked at them the first time, and I thought they were healthy and doing good. One of the hives, and I thought they were doing good. I came back 3 weeks later, and I should have checked them about 2 weeks at least, and the moths have moved in, and we lost the hive took off. And hey, what kind of predators do bees have other than Pooh Bears? Well, the class I took, they said skunks. They said if you're looking at your hive and you see little scratch marks on it, they said them skunks will just sit up there and scratch, and then bees will come out and look, and they'll just pick them up and eat them. Have you watched Daddy Curb's vids? This thing's going crazy. Vids about the bees, they made me very nervous. They were aggressive. No, I haven't watched that, Green Gables. But be like, okay, about winterizing it. I didn't winterize mine as far as putting insulation up around it and stuff, and that's probably something I should have done. A lot of people out here do it, and a lot of people don't do it, so it's kind of a mixed thing out here. We lost the one hive to moths, and the very first hive I got a week before we went and got the other 3, and the very first hive I got, it grew out to the 10 frames. So I put a second box up there with 10 frames, and it just never built up really. It built up a little bit and stopped. So what it was, we come to conclude it was mites, and we got the stuff to treat it for mites, but it never recovered before winter. And I actually went out there about 4 days ago and put some more sugar on them, and that one hive's gone. So it took off, it died out, something. So now we're down to 2 really, really good hives. They're really strong. So I think we're going to start the spring with 2 good hives. But we lost that one to moths, and we think it was because the mites moved in, weakened the colony, and I didn't catch the moths in time, and I didn't treat them in time for the mites. So it was like a lesson learned. So hopefully this year we have 2 strong hives starting out with, and we'll get to split them and go back to 4 hives. So yeah, that's one of the things. Winterizing. Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. Winterizing. I didn't really winterize ours. I just sucked them back down, gave them their food, their honey. They had 2 stores of honey as far as 10 frames out piece, and broke them down like that. And I put a entrance reducer on 2 of them, and I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not, but it broke down their entrance, a lot smaller. And I thought maybe that will help with winterizing as far as they can defend their colony because if something moves in on them and stuff. I'm not real sure. The predators are mice in the cold snow weather. Man, we got a lot of mice out here too. I've killed literally 5 mice in the house in the last 3 weeks. They just move in when it gets cold. All right, let's see here. The comments keep disappearing. We lost 1 hive to mice. Man, that's crazy. I didn't even think about mice. Belay, really mice are a problem. Didn't know that either. Yeah, old ways, I didn't know that either. Do you actually harvest the honey in honeycombs? Mike, here's a jar of our honey. And this is our first year of having bees. So I only took 2 frames of honey off 1 hive because that hive was very strong. Loaded down. And I got a video out harvesting my first honey. And how much do the bees cost? Okay, I'll get to that. Excuse me. I think we harvest 48 of these. I think these are 8 ounces. So you guys, my math's kind of off tonight. I don't know if that's a gallon or 2 gallons. I'm not real sure. Okay, we paid I think $160 for our hive, Reynolds Farms. $160, and they're cheaper. They're anywhere from $125 to $200. Just depends. Dutch, do you have more? Do you have a mouse excluder? No, I don't. I don't guess so. What exactly is a mouse excluder? Does it have? I just have the regular excluder. I hate mice too. Yeah. What's up, the mama cat? Peppermint helps with mice. Sweet. Thanks, Green Gables. I've heard of bee excluders, but not mouse. Yeah, I've never heard of mouse excluders either. But I guess they're out there. I mean, I wish we could post pictures in the live chat so we could show each other stuff. Dutch, we found that our swarm hives are the strongest. The bee lady. That's awesome. I've wanted to catch a swarm so bad this year, but I never did. Never had the opportunity. Never had one around my area that I knew of. Now, if you go, Okie Rob lives in Oklahoma too, and he's helped me out a bunch on the bees. He knows quite a bit about them, and he's done a lot of splits, and he's actually caught a lot of hives. He catches a lot of hives on his place. He's got some videos out of him getting on the tractor and catching these things. Pretty cool. Let's see. My chat keeps disappearing. I can't see what y'all are saying. I don't know what's going on. Like it's completely gone right now. Okay, there it is. Sounds good. I seen 130 out of Fleet Farm in there. That's probably about right, Reynolds Farms. You can, but I don't know program name to use Dutch share pictures. Oh, I didn't know that, Freaky. We all need to learn how to do that. When the cold winter comes, mice will try to get in the hive for food. The bees will not break their ball to attack. Now, I did not know that. Oh, I'll tell you guys. I told you guys this I think in another live stream or video the other day. I went out there to put some just sugar on them. Put a piece of newspaper out there on top of the hive. Inside the hive, took the lid off, put the piece of newspaper down, and poured some sugar. Well, we had a strong storm come in the night before, and I had a brick or a big rock or something on top of my hives. Well, somehow it blew the rock or brick, whatever it was, completely off, and the lid was off. And I just went out there. I always check them after a storm just in case. And I went out there and it was off. I was like, well, I'll just hurry up and go out there without my jacket on and put some sugar out there. But it was a warmer day, so they're a little bit more active. They're up top, and boy, they came. I started pouring sugar, and they just started coming at me. So I ran and jumped in the Tahoe, put my window up, and had about 3 of them in there. One went down my shirt and stung me right in the neck, and the other one got me right here on the chest. And I was like, oh no. So I let it calm down a little bit. Went back out there, put the lid back on, and put the stuff on top of it, and got out of there. What's up, Okie Rob? Okie Rob, you know more about it than I do. Dutch, when the temp falls to below 40s, form a ball to keep warm. Yeah, be late. We went over that stuff in the class and all that. I wasn't sure exactly what temperature it was when they start dropping. That's a video when you're testing these to stew stuff with the pan. Let's see here. One thing we're really excited. I don't know why my chat keeps disappearing. One thing we're really excited for is to try bees. Mr. Dirt, yeah, I recommend anyone getting bees if you can. And Oki Rob told me in one of his videos that once you start getting bees and you get into it and you start doing splits, it gets expensive. So you got to hope that you guys have strong hives and produce a lot of honey. You can sell the honey and make your money back at least. I'm not real sure. We haven't sold any honey. We kept all ours and gave a lot to family and friends to try. Hopefully this year, we won't be selling any this year unless we decide to buy some more hives, but we probably won't. We'll probably stick with the 2 we got, and hopefully we can split them. So we won't be selling honey this year. We'll just be keeping it for the family and friends again. We feeding sugar now, and there's ditching. We stock them with. Yeah, that's what B last. I'm putting straight sugar on them. That's what Okie Robert told me to do. It helps now having someone you can talk to that knows more about it than you do. You know, like me. Like I talk to Okie Rob, and he helps me out quite a bit. Were you okay? Were you nervous to be around them when you first started, or were you pretty comfortable with them? Sheep for her. You know, actually, I was pretty comfortable with them. My uncle's a little bit nervous. I haven't been stung since I was a little kid, and I was a little worried about getting stung. But no, I was pretty comfortable around them. I wasn't like overconfident or nothing. I still respected them and all that. But yeah, I was never really nervous. When you're going to review that tripod, when oh yeah, Bob Homestead, I forgot about that. We've been having some bad weather here, and I've been really busy this whole week. So hopefully maybe this next weekend I can get that tripod cooker out and do that. Thanks for reminding me. You had a class. You had more training than I did. Hokey Rob. Yeah, but you're probably a little bit smarter than me. You learn a little bit quicker than old Dutch. Old ways, new times. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're going good. That big storm is just coming to us now. Yeah, is anyone in Georgia and all them places get all them tornadoes? Is everyone okay? All your family and friends okay? Bye, Donna. Night, Freaky. Rental Farm, see you. You leaving, Rimbold? Good night till I'll get to bed. All right, Becca, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, guys. At least you got to see me wear my little jacket for a minute. You guys got any questions about being a first-time beekeeper for me? I'm trying to think of stuff to tell you guys. You know, to me, you're always learning something about the bees. And my advice to you, if you guys are going to get bees for the first time, check them when you're supposed to check them, because I put it off and it cost us. If your hive's not grown, I've had 1 week hive the whole time we had it, and it never grew. And I'm pretty sure it's because of mites, and I should have treated it earlier than I did, and we lost it. So now we're down to 2. 11 dead in Georgia yesterday from tornado suburban. That's crazy. January there's tornadoes. Okay, Rimbold. Not sure about the small business laws in the state of bees or business. We are write-off supplies the first 5 years you can write. Yeah, that's probably about the same thing here, bee lady. That sounds about right. My neighbor is in Alabama now. He said 2 tornadoes within 10 miles. Mr. Dirt, that's crazy. Freaky, I've only been beekeeping for a year. This was our first winter with the bees. We got them last spring, so we'll be 1 year with the bees. Bees are very unpredictable, Bob. And I'll tell you one thing. I mow around my apiary, and I do it real quick. And I usually don't have to wear my suit because the bees are out, and I just make one little quick pass and I'm gone. Well, I hit the corner of my bee stand, and one started to tilt over, so I jumped off and grabbed it and put it down. When I did that, it shook them all up, and they came after me. So I took off. I got hit about 3 times. So you have to be careful. Southern lady, we lost 4 and missed the night before. Weather has been, man, that's nuts. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are okay. Dutch, no one beekeeper knows more than the other. I'll tell you right now, bee lady, there's a lot of beekeepers out there that know more than me. Well, I'm learning. We're learning as we go, and we've learned a bunch. And one thing I've learned, just having a couple, 4 hives and just taking a few frames of honey. 1 frame of honey, if it's full, it gets a crap load of honey. I'm telling you, just 2 frames would last my family probably. We don't eat a lot of honey, so it'd probably last us well over a year. But we give a lot away, so we like to share. So Bumblebee, is there such a thing as just having a crappy queen that can't produce a strong hive? I've Bumblebee. I've read some stuff and watched some videos of people talking about a queen. Yeah, your queen can. I guess it can lay. You got to look. You look at the pattern. You look at the pattern, and you see if the queen's laying all over the place. She's not put in tight groups. Sometimes I'm pretty sure that it can happen where the other bees will take over and they'll start laying. Tonight. I'm just kind of out there. We've had a lot. We've been busy. I can't remember the names of all of them. You guys can help me out on that. But yeah, they'll replace the queen. Sometimes they'll replace the queen themselves, or you'll lose a queen. Oh no! Don't you believe that, Dutch? Then use boonie hat over a wool cap, pulled down over ears with the mosquito netting on top and good. Bees you can't look at every day like chickens and cows. No, our bee guy told us you need to check them every 2 weeks. Is that something? What's up, Big Bear Homestead? About time you showed up to one of these live streams. Big Bear has some bees, or he did have some bees. But yeah, like they said, they're very unpredictable. Big Bear, do you guys still have some bees, or did you guys lose yours? Danny's off grid flat. What's up? The mama cat, Southern lady, the bee lady. Better late than never, Big Bear. I'm just kind of going over some of the stuff I've learned as having bees for the first time. And it's like some of these guys, they said it's very unpredictable. They are very unpredictable. Drone, okay, they can only lay drone brood. Okay. Yeah, how's the weather out there, Big Bear? You lost all yours. That sucks. We're down. I was telling them we're down to 2 hives now, but they're 2 pretty good strong hives. So hopefully we'll be able to split them. Very windy. Yeah, it's been windy here too. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff to tell you guys that I learned as far as that you need to check them when you're supposed to check them about every 2 weeks is what we were told. And I know we went a period with checking them in 3 weeks, and one had moved out because of moths. And someone told I was watching something that you're supposed to burn all the stuff that the moths got in. And then someone told me that you could put them in the freezer and freeze them. Does anyone know anything about that, or do you guys ever had moths and just burnt everything? Because I burnt quite a bit of stuff that was really infested, but I kept back some of the stuff that didn't have anything on it. But I guess you don't know where they laid the eggs, so you're supposed to burn everything. Only check them every 2 weeks in the beginning. Okay, Big Bear, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what we were told. I'm hoping to catch a wild swarms this spring. That'd be awesome. Hope we catch some too. Southern Lady 44. I subbed because of Big Bear. Heck yeah. Thanks for subbing. I'll sub you guys back if I ain't sub to you. I don't know if I can do it right here. I don't want to mess this. My chat keeps disappearing. Let's see here. You can do both. Dutch, if you find you are out of a queen, there are smelly strips that can get that smell like a queen until you get one in there so workers won't be laying. Okay. B, that's cool to know. I wish I could take some notes on this stuff. Blue thumbs, I used burn, but that got too expensive. So what'd you do if you used to burn, but that got too expensive? I know, oh, you got so much money in that stuff. So here's a question: if you guys do get wax moths and your stuff gets infested, and say you scrub it all clean and just leave it out there in the sun for months, is it good? Is it safe to use still? I still mention to bee people to paint up the inside, clean wood, the hive, not comb. Sweet Danny's off grid. Thanks for subbing. I'll sub you guys back when I get a chance. If you guys, if I'm not subbed to you, leave a comment in one of my videos. Just tell me what's up, and then when I go to check my comments, I'll subscribe to you. We got hit with the wax moths this year, so we're going to freeze them. Okay. There's also a chemical that you can use. All right, cool. Southeast Oklahoma, Cliffy V. Yeah, I'm in Northeast Oklahoma. The sun will only kill the larva, not the, okay. How long do you have any idea, guys, how long it takes the eggs to die? Freeze the frames of wax moss, good to go. Okay, belay, sweet. How bad is the chemical for the bees, Big Bear? Freaky geeky too. Mr. Dirt can chat sometime this week. I know the most what I've learned getting started with bees. Yeah, it's expensive at first because you don't have any of the equipment, you don't have the jacket, you don't have any of that stuff. So if you're going to get into bees, be prepared to spend a little bit of money. Um, I think I bought all my stuff new. I can't remember that website we used to use. What's one of the websites you guys use to order stuff off of? If you guys do, can you post it on here for people who are wanting to look at stuff? I should have been more prepared tonight, but we've been really busy. Can you use lemon balm? How many people in here have bees? Can you guys raise your hand if you actually have beehives or you've had bees before? And if you have, share some of your personal experience with us, and we'll talk about it. Freeze for 3 days. Susan says I would freeze for 3 days. Okay. Show you guys my honey again, so I just got it sitting here. Yeah, this stuff is. Let's try some of it. Get a text message. Can you smell it? Yeah, right. Man, that's good stuff. I want to put some on some bread and butter now. Man, that's really good. I haven't had eating honey in a while. That's really good. Let's see here. Man, I don't know why my chat just keeps disappearing and coming back, disappearing. I don't like this new chat they got us going on. Dutch, do you guys make your own bread? Mama Cat, as far as making my own bread, yes, I actually have a bread maker, and I've cooked some bread in the Dutch oven, and my aunt gave me a recipe. I got it written down somewhere, but I also like to use. What are the flowers in your area? We have a lot of clover. I get and just yellow wildflowers. I'm not real familiar with the names of the flowers, guys, but we got a lot. I have a lot of clover at my house in my front yard, and there's a lot of yellow wildflowers and some purple flowers. That's just cruel. Remember your diet, Susan. No, it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. It's funny because I've been eating everything I could for the last 4 or 5 days trying to gain for this weigh-in because I know I'll just burn it off real quick. A little bit, but I have to step out for a second. All right, cool, Big Bear. Someone asked if your dog messes with the hive. I think mine would stick her nose in it. I hate the new chat. Oh, the new chat sucks. No, Gabby doesn't mess with the hive. If she goes out there, we get on to her, but I've never had an issue with her just going out. They're out there in the back 5 acres. We got 10 acres, and they're in the very back. And she hardly ever goes out there. She'll go out there, and I go out there, but she keeps her distance. She doesn't mess with them. I use honey instead of sugar for the bread, and it's a lot better. Is why. Okay, Mama Cat. Say it calls for half a cup of sugar. How much honey would you put? Would you put a half a cup of honey? Freaky geeky. Is there more people on a diet? I'm just doing a challenge with my buddies. We're getting a little mouthing competition going. And I said, hey, let's do a little weight loss challenge then if you're so tough. And they didn't want to do it at first, but then I got them talked into it. Let's see. My new neighbor is going to get bees this year, so I'll probably go in with them. Susan, that's a good idea. Go in with someone. Everybody's diet always starts the next day, then the next day, the next day. John Lord. Yeah, that's usually true, but no, mine actually is starting tomorrow. It's pretty funny, too, because I'm kind of person, once I get into something, I go all out. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this little competition. I use the same amount. Okay, cool. Same amount for honey and sugar. Our hives are about 1,000 yards from. Yeah, ours are about 800 feet. So it's not really that far. It's about 300 yards. Close to 300 yards away. Southern lady, I'm on a diet. Guess forget to ask why less than the bees love it. Smile. What does the winner get? Okay, the winner's getting a free meal on the loser. So we get to pick anywhere we want. Doesn't matter how expensive it is. We have to buy the dinner after a month. Whoever wins, the two losers. There's only three of us doing it. The two losers got to buy the winner any dinner they want, their choice. Good idea. Same one. Tomorrow never gets here. Okay, you're all. That's right. Okay. Well, I really don't have a lot of information to give you guys on bees. I kind of just want to talk about them because I've noticed that there's been people. I've got an email from my bee guy wanting to, if we're interested in buying bees now, put our order in. So it's getting that time of the year. If you want to get bees, you can start putting your orders in. So I kind of want to do this bee chat just to bring it to your guys, everyone's attention. That if you're wanting to get them, be on the lookout to get some beehives. But yeah, as my experience, I'm glad we got the bees. I wouldn't change anything. I would have got them again. And matter of fact, if these two hives don't work out, I'll end up buying another hive or two. I want to keep bees for a long time. And I'll tell you this: we have a garden for the last 3 years. The first 2 years, it did all right. But when we got these bees in, and plus when I put a little bit of fertilizer in my garden, it was the best garden we've had ever. Because we've had a garden for 3 years, but in town I always had a little garden too. This by far was the best garden we had. In my pumpkins this year, I did a pumpkin patch 2 years ago, and I had vines galore everywhere, but I never got one pumpkin. It was crazy. I never seen any bees out here. That was what was weird. I'm sure there were some, but I just never seen them. But now that we got the hives, our garden has been awesome. What would it cost to get started? Ballpark. Okay. This is just what it costs. I'll give you a pretty good idea. Hopefully, this jacket cost me $40. Then I bought a starter kit. I'll just do for one. A starter kit of 5 frames was $160. So that's $200. And then I bought a complete beehive set off of Amazon, and I could be telling you wrong. I want to say I paid $120 for it. I think it was $120. So that I think I could be lying to you. So it's $330. And then I bought some extra frames. I'm gonna say you can get a hive, and I could be shooting this little hive and your whole setup. What you need to, that's not counting the honey excluder and all that. I did that by hand, and not getting the hot knife. I didn't get one of those. I'm gonna say for $500, you guys could get started for everything you need, maybe even less. And if you can find some good deals on some stuff, it could be even less cheaper than that. And I could be overshooting that too. I should have wrote all the numbers down. I apologize for that. Night, Kansas. Thanks for stopping by. I suggest not to have the regular bottom mesh screen plate, but to have a metallic mosquito mesh screen. Moths and beetles crawl up from the bottom into the hive versus coming entrance by the guards. Okay, cool. About 500, Susan. That's what I was thinking. About $500. I think you'll be right in that ballpark. About $500. But that's just the initial cost. And if you buy a little bit, if you buy some frame, and you could save money by putting your own frames together and all that stuff. I know Okie Rob puts a lot of his stuff together. People build their own boxes. And you can save some money by doing all that if you have the setup to do it. Let's see. Painter suit with the hood, $20. Sweet. Did you hear about the bees being stolen on the radio? Truck thieves came up, picked up the hives from the fields where bees were placed. Donna, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Dutch, did you get nooks? Yes, we got 4 nooks, bee lady. I don't know which time you're talking about, but yes, I've heard people doing that out here quite a bit. If they're out, and it's crazy too, because when those get stolen and they got the honey supers on top, and it's about time to harvest, and they get stolen, the people who are stealing those are probably people who have bees or who know quite a bit about bees because they steal it when all the honey's up there. That's too bad. When you figure it out, I will try it. I will try again. Okay, let's see here. Reason why Midwest farmers, man, my chat keeps disappearing. Wait for my chat to pop back up. I don't understand this. It's crazy. Okay. No, I heard about hives being sold. Yeah, they still also watch your local people get rid of stuff cheap. Yeah, Susan, that's man. It seems like every time I try to find a deal on Craigslist, it's already gone. And if you talk to some people will say 480 plus hives stolen in California. 480 hives stolen in California. That's crazy. What's up, Big Bear? 480 hives stolen. That's amazing. That's a bunch of crap too. That's a lot. That's someone's hard work and money into those things, and probably their livelihood if that was one person. That's just too bad. I'm trying to look. This chat just keeps disappearing for some reason. Yeah, I didn't see that. I have to look that up. My uncle lives in California. I hope he ain't the one that's been stealing stuff. Uncle Rico. He's not in here tonight. Just seen a mouse take off running. That's going to be number 6. I'm catching that sucker later. There he is. He's just looking at a little turd. Let's see here. Man. Okay, let's see here. I want to show you guys my green egg I got. They're starting to lay like every day now. It's awesome. Those are my younger hens, and my older ones haven't been laying at all for like the last month. But these little suckers, this is the 5th egg I've got in 5 days out of the 2 hens, so that's pretty sweet. And if you guys are wondering, a green egg, the difference in taste between a green egg, a brown egg, and a white egg, I haven't found a difference yet. They all taste like an egg to me. That's if you guys are wondering. Let's see here. My chat has just disappeared. Trying to see here, guys. This is stolen overnight in Yuba City, California. Dang. Olive eggers. Heck yeah. Yeah, Bob. Actually, when we lived in town, we had a big field right next to our house in town, and it was probably like a little 3 or 4 acre field. And during the winter, we had a little hole in our driveway going into our garage, and they'd come in that hole. So I had to plug it up every winter. I know. Wouldn't you eat green eggs and ham? Heck yeah, I would. Do you have ham with your eggs? Yeah, I actually got that ham that we butchered a hog this year. I got some ham left, and yes, I'll eat hams and eggs for sure. I was gonna tell you guys something. Big egg, young hen. That's why it's green. Laugh out loud. Okie Rob ate a bunch of green eggs in boot camp. I'll tell you guys something. It's off subject now. We can talk about whatever. We just kind of talked about bees for a little bit, but at my church, we witnessed to. They're called TYA Thunderbird Youth Academy. We have a youth academy here in Pryor, Oklahoma, where kids from all over the state, troubled teens, they go to this youth academy. It's a 22-week academy. It's military style. They have drill instructors and all that. And our church we get to witness to these kids on Sundays, on Mondays, and on Wednesdays. And what's crazy about it, I have a nephew that actually is in the program, and this was their first week, and they got to come to church today at 2 o'clock. And I got to see him, got to talk to him, got to pray with them, and just encourage him just to stay with the program, because this program's volunteer basis. They used to do it back in the day where it was sometimes it'd be court order, or if you don't do this and you're going to jail or whatever, So, but now it's all they can't make you stay there. So he went in on Sunday, on last Sunday. Well, Thursday he just took off running, and he's from here, so he went to a friend's house. They end up catching him, and they bring him back, give him a few chances because it's all new environment to him, the structure and all that stuff. And I got to see him today. Dutch, you need to borrow my dog. She catches rodents, pepper and onions. I hate turkey eggs. Um, but I got to talk to him today, encouraging him. Just get to encourage him. My other nephew, his brother was there. I got to talk to him for a minute, and I think there was over 150 kids in this cycle. There's 2 cycles a year, 22 weeks long, and they cycle in about 150 kids. So about 300 kids a year are coming through our church hearing the gospel, and that's just amazing to us. And I get to go on Wednesdays and teach a class to them, and a lot of these kids are just lost as could be, and they need guidance in their life. And I'm just thankful that we get to do that because they've been doing it for 24 years at our church. And to me, that's just astounding. It's astounding that something like that kind of program can go through the church for 24 years. And it really helps these young kids, not only the church, but the youth academy. It changes their lives. I remember whenever we went to boot camp back in 2001 or 2002, I went to boot camp, and we actually met a kid that graduated from the Thunderbird Youth Academy. And Dutch, I did video on how to catch mice. Yeah, I seen that, Big Bear. Well, we actually met a kid that was in the program from the same town we're in, and met him and became really good friends with this guy. And it turned his life completely around. He was on drugs and ran away. I mean, just bad news. And the program changed him around. He joined the Marine Corps, and as far as I know, he's led a successful, productive life after the program. So if any of you guys pray for the Thunderbird Youth Academy, if you guys would, I appreciate that. Um, let's see here. But yeah, my nephew. I hope it helped my nephew. I'm pretty sure it will. We had an encouraging talk with him today. Dutch, do you have a follow up on reach out them afterwards? The bee lady, yes. A lot of them, we'll have they'll email us, our pastors, and some will come back and visit us and bring their family. It's crazy too. So at first we'll have all the kids there, and then as the weeks go by, it starts to go smaller and smaller and smaller. But yes, there is follow ups with some of them, and it doesn't help a lot of them, but the few it does help, it's life changing. And you guys know as well as I do, a lot of these kids they got to want to help themselves before they can be helped. A lot of them, this is their last opportunity. They volunteer to come to the program, and it's either this or whatever. And the program that helps get their high school diploma or the GED and all that stuff, it's a really cool program. Jennifer, you need help with, just let me know. We'll help in any way we can. Hey, Big Bear, no class essential tomorrow. Robin's sick. Oh, that's too bad. Hope she gets to film better. But yeah, we have falls with a few of them. We have one, our worship worship leader. She graduated from the program back in 1998, and she's been with the church ever since. That's pretty cool. And there's been several kids go through the program. God saved them, and then they went on to seminary school. Now they're preaching at their own church and stuff. But it's a cool program. Kind of off the subject, but I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. It's been on my heart and seeing my nephew. Yeah, Sheep, it's a really good program. And the state runs it. So in here, when we're having the state budget crisis, it's like one of the programs they always talk about cutting. And by God's grace, they haven't cut that, and so that's really good. Dutch, we aren't far from you, Jennifer Youngers. Yeah, we're over in Pryor, Jennifer. Where are you guys at? Our church works with the youth a lot. I love working with kids and the Lord, B lady. Yeah, B lady. That's the difference. But the difference between just working with youth and working with these kids from Thunderbird, a lot of them come from drug abuse homes, fatherless homes, motherless homes, lived with their grandparents, lived with their uncles or aunts, lived on the street. So these kids, you have to be real. They're real fragile. You have to just love on these kids because a lot of these kids don't have parents or anything, and they don't have that love in their life. And that's one thing we do. We just show them just tons and tons of love. You don't know they need our help. They think they know it all. Yeah, that's exactly right, youth. Tawana, we've all been there too when we were young. We thought we knew everything. No, B lady, it's actually way more. I'm going to say if there's 125 boys, there's like 20 girls. There's not very many females that are in the program. But we get our ladies get to spend a lot of time with the young girls, and our men go with the guys. But yeah, it's an awesome deal. That's what happens to me last Saturday, Big Bear Flying. She left, Jason didn't come. But yeah, it's mostly males, bee lady, and it's crazy too because every time during this time of the year when the cycle's new, they come in their first week. We got runners everywhere. My nephew's one of them, and I asked one of the sergeants tonight, one of the drill sergeants. I said, "How many of you guys had run this last week?" They've had 25 kids run, and there's nowhere to run because these kids are coming from all over across the state. My air press just kicked on. They're coming from all over the state and they don't know where they're at in Pryor. They don't know north from south, so they just take off running. They're just running. A lot of them end up at McDonald's. They'll end up at Walmart, and you can spot these kids like that, especially if you're from our area. You know when it's that time of the year to be looking for these kids. And all you do is make a phone call to the cops. Cops go pick them up and take them back. And more times than none, the kids end up staying and finish the program. There are 2 places near us, one for adults and one for teens. That's good. You guys got any questions for me about anything before I get off here? I gotta get to cooking some chicken. I'll keep you guys updated. Oh, I did get my mountain bike. Me and my wife got mountain bikes yesterday. Picked them up. I'll show them to you guys pretty soon. Get a chance to make a little video on them. Pretty cool. I think they're trikes. So we're wanting to do some trails and stuff just because we've always wanted to get bikes, and we finally got some. I got a little pack on the back of mine where I can put my 9mm and my 45 and be prepared for any stray dog. I know. Just be prepared for anything. I like to have a weapon on me when I'm out off the homestead. Even on the homestead, I like to carry one every now and then. That is what she has been doing all day. You guys got any questions about anything before I get off here? My brother-in-law and his family live in Oklahoma, strong religious state. Yeah, be lady, yes, it is. We're in the Bible Belt. More chickens over your wood burner. Yeah, thanks for the great. Hey, thanks, Susan. Appreciate you stopping by, coming in and helping me out here. You never make contact with prepared mine. I haven't tried Meemaw's onion socks. Thanks, Daddy Off Grid. What's up, Yankee Living? Hey, Yankee Living, how many chickens do you have? Thanks, Bob Homestead. Sorry, guys, I'm not too informed about bees, but we had a good conversation about them. You guys shared some good information with me about everything. I appreciate that. Thanks, Green Gables Homestead. I appreciate that. And if I'm not subscribed to you guys, leave a comment on one of my videos and just tell me you subbed me, and I'll sub you guys back. I try to sub all the channels that sub me and watch their videos. I like to support one another. Not Dutch. Keep on the good work. Thanks, Juan. Thanks for coming by. Southern Lake, thanks. 2-wheel mountain bike, no 4-wheeler. Belay, yeah, yeah, I know. That's my kind of 4-wheeler with the 4 wheels. See you, Susan. Thanks, Mama Cat. Mr. Dirt, thanks, guys. Okay, hey, tomorrow I'll tell you. My cooking video tomorrow is kind of cool, and I'll give you guys a hint. I'll tell you what I cooked. I cooked some lamb chops. They turned out awesome. It started to get Big Bear. You finally subbed me. It's only been a year and a half, but these lamb chops turned out awesome. The only thing is, it was starting to get dark on me because we've been running around. We was up at the church all day and doing stuff. So I finally got home and I got to do my cooking video right before it got dark. So I hope it turns out good. I got to get off here and edit it. I'm going to do some cooking and stuff. All right, guys. You guys, I appreciate you guys watching my show tonight. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. And I'm not sure what I'll talk about yet, but I'm sure we'll think of something. You guys can carry me. Dutch, stop saying that. Saying what? Oh, I can't see what it said. You are informed. Yeah, I am informed. Big Bear. Been up for a long time, you fool. Well, I'll just mess with you, man. Thanks, Jennifer Youngster. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all you guys subbing me and watching me too. I appreciate the support. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Thanks, man. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here and get some things done before I go to bed and got to go to work. So I'll see you guys next Sunday. You guys have a safe week and just be careful.